r/rules horror. Posted by u/capable_cup_5031. Welcome to your first night at Sirali Storage Company and Units. Hello and welcome to your new job as a security guard at Sirali Storage Company and Units. You will be working the night shift at your new job. Your shift will start at 11 p.m. and finish at 6 a.m. To ensure the safety of our customers, employees, residents, and your loved ones, we have devised a list of rules and duties you must follow and complete. Not following these rules or failing to complete your duties can result in termination, injuries, and death. So let us get to it. Rule number 1. You must be at the office at 11 and you must leave at 6. You will have a 3-minute grace period for both. If you are unsure whether or not you can make it on time or not, do not try, call us and inform us about the circumstances. Rule number 2. We have exactly 1001 storage units at our facility. All units have white doors and a gray concrete exterior. Make sure all units are closed and locked. If you find any units that are out of the ordinary, please refer down below to the different circumstances. Rule #2A. If you find a door that is either pink or red, then do the following. First, grab the container of sheep blood on your hip, take a deep breath in and throw the vial at the door, and immediately close your eyes for 10 seconds and hold your breath for the same period of time. You will hear whispers and voices around you and they will try to convince you to open your eyes. They might even imitate the voice of a loved one. Under no circumstances are you to open your eyes. Once the sounds stop, it is safe to open your eyes again and the unit will return to normal. The sheep blood will also be on your hip again. Rule #2B. If you see a door labeled 101,317, throw the sheep blood at the door and blink 3 times quickly. It should return to normal. If it doesn't, we are sorry, your family will be compensated generously. If it returns to normal, go back to your office and stay there for 5 minutes at least and get a second vial of blood. Use it sparingly because this is your last until tomorrow night. Rule number 3. Though it is rare, if you see a man in a suit with no face, you need to close your eyes as quick as possible and pray that he leaves you alone. We won't trouble you with what happens if it decides you aren't worthy. Rule number 4. Most likely you will see people in the same uniform as you walking around the premises. They aren't dangerous and can even be conversed with, but be careful to never tell them your name. The people who are walking around are former security personnel and aren't with us anymore. If you tell them your name, at least you will have a painless death. Rule number 5. If you are ever walking around about to turn a corner and feel something around the corner, immediately hold your breath and don't make any sound. The creature there has awful eyesight but can hear just fine. It will then approach. Stay calm and keep holding your breath. Just so you're not caught off guard when you first see it, it is a humanoid being whose skin is a dark red. He has eyes all over his head and neck that stem down to its upper shoulders. Its body will seem to be melting in places, and despite not having a mouth, it will emit a wheezing sound. You will know you can breathe again once it walks past you and you can no longer hear the wheezing. Rule number 6. Most likely once during your shift you will find a unit filled with mannequins open. Most likely there will be 7, though we have seen as low as 3 and as much as 13. If you find this unit, go inside and see if any of the mannequins are missing their heads. If they are, put them back on and lock the unit. If they aren't, great, just lock the unit. If you start hearing whispers coming from the mannequins, refer to section 6A. Rule #6A. The whispers will only happen upon picking up a mannequin head that has fallen off. It is extremely rare for this event to occur, but if it does, what you have to do is first make sure the whispers are real and not a figment of your imagination. Once you have confirmed the whispers are real, calmly close your eyes, take the gun on your hip and shoot yourself in the head. All this must be done within 8 seconds. Once you open your eyes, you will wake up in the main office exactly 1 hour before the events took place. Continue with your night duties, making sure to redo anything you did in that previous hour. Rule number 7. Non habet fiducium regulate. Rule number 8. If you hear something in your office behind you, don't turn around. Don't acknowledge it. It doesn't exist. Rule number 9. Leaving the premises between 11 and 6 may result in injury, termination, and most commonly death. Thank you for helping us keep safe here at Sirali Storage Company and Units. The whole management team applauds your effort, sacrifices, and bravery. Once your shift is done, call us at Redacted. This is to make sure you had a safe night. After all 3 days have finished, you will receive your payment. Thank you, we will be in contact. The next story of this video. Posted by u/bakugosbakutoes. The City of Shadows. Dear Traveler, welcome to the City of Shadows. You have received this letter, plus a map of the city upon your arrival to the Visitors Center and are responsible for it as of now. Soon you will be able to leave the center and explore the town, or check into your hotel. But first, the rules. Do not get rid of this letter. 1A. If you lose your letter, immediately, including at night, Come back to the visitors center and take a new one from the box labeled replacements. 2. Make sure to look at the name before you check into your hotel. If the name is not City Hotel or Shadowville, immediately exit and do not look back, because this is not your hotel. 2a. If you hear a voice calling you from the hotel, do not respond. They will take it as an invitation. 2b. If the hotel's name is 3C1TH0D3L, or Shades of Red, report the address, name, and time of day to the visitors center. 3. When you get your room key, always check it on the chart behind the receptionist. If your room is not on the chart, request a different room by saying this room is out of order. 4. Do not talk to anyone in the elevators. 5. Your room will always be on the right. Do not enter any doors on the left, they belong to the locals who live there permanently. 6. There should not be a mirror in the room. If there is, shatter it as soon as you can. 6a. Do not fall asleep without shattering the mirror. They come out at night. 6b. Try your best not to look at your reflection for longer than 10 seconds. 7. If you hear tapping on your windows at night, do not search for the source. 8. At exactly 3:56 a.m. the television will turn on. This is just the normal news, and it is advised to listen. 9. If you run into anyone in the halls, you can talk to them, but only briefly. 10. Leave your hotel before noon each day, and return before 10 o'clock each night. Specific rules. 11. The old couple on 53rd and Mendelin will invite you to dinner with them. They are very kind people, and some of the few you can talk to. 11a. When you show up, a little girl will answer the door. Ignore her and walk past her. 11b. If she shows up during dinner, give her a pie of bread from the basket on the table. If she says I'm still hungry after you do, tell her sorry, there's no more bread and go back to eating. 12. There is a dark-haired boy around 13 years of age that you might see wandering the area. He is her sister. 13. If he asks you where she is, say oh, she's visiting your grandparents and walk away. 14. The only other people you can safely talk to are the workers, store clerks, hotel receptionist, and visitors center employees, the librarian named Sophie Saint, and the other travelers. 14a. The safe store clerks are named Jenna Jackson, short female, light brown hair, Kevin King, tall male, long black hair, and Lana Lee, tall blonde female. 14b. The hotel receptionist's name is Taylor. Taylor can be any gender, and will have a short pixie cut and a studded choker. 14c. You can recognize other travelers by their visitor tags on their shirt. Talk to each other. Final rule. 15. Watch out for the full moon, which marks the beginning of the monthly bloodbath. Sincerely, staff at KA's Visitors Center.